All right, good morning. We are currently live on 3 streaming services right now. We got Twitch, Owncast, and YouTube. This is the first time I've been streaming to YouTube. Nobody's watching over there. That's fine. That's fine. It means my comments section won't be filled with vitriol. All right, we're also going to test the new stream playlist, which only has 3 artists on it right now, but they're all artists that have given explicit permission for music to be streamed. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the classic here. All right, hello. Welcome on in. Okay. Let's position this better. All right. Some pony over Tumblr last night. She said raw XD, so it's true love at first sight. All right, I gotta do a thing really quick. There we go. Okay. All right, and I gotta plug in my tablet and wait for that to start, probably with multiple attempts. I'm from the internet, so cleaning up the viruses that you had left. Think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop. Oh, it worked on the first try. I wonder if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Usually stuff doesn't work on the first try, so maybe things are... I think something is amiss. Such good quality. What's good quality? Also, I forgot to get Starbound up. On new grounds over if my love is valid. You are. There we go. That would be quite odd for that to happen because they're all using the same encoder. I've been too distracted. I've also been too distracted to get up to speed on the Starbound server. The YouTube stream is lagging a little bit behind. I did set it to low latency instead of ultra low latency, but it's not that far behind, right? Of course, it's not really easy for the people on YouTube to 6 seconds behind the Twitch, so it's probably more than 6 seconds. But there's no way for the YouTubers to tell how far behind it is because oops, no, I shouldn't have left Discord running. There we go. Because there's no YouTube chat on screen. There have been 2 messages in YouTube chat, and half of them were me, so... And half of them were you. Alright. Okay, well, back to... Oh my god, there's so many lights. But hey, we're actually done with the lights now. Wait, no, we gotta go back and fill in some of these. Ah... It's a good thing that we're accustomed to suffering now. Back into the lights mine, yeah. Right next to Captain Picard. Oops, screwing up the perspective on that already. It might seem like a lot of fun to smash the system, but it's not for everyone. Now you will listen. Could you see if you were blind and their eyes told you? And confined inside your mind, draw your own view. Here comes the master slave, demand respect for treason. You are my reason to despise the world. Divided by your claws, when we are kings you will be another suit against the wall, and bang! We learn is never free, walk with evil. Hey, speaking of robot uprisings, happy birthday, Val! Falling back just out of nowhere. Finally, when they attack, they've always been there. Here comes the master slave, demand respect for treason. You are my reason to despise the world. Divided by your claws, when we are kings you will be another suit against the wall, and bang! Oh, I love this song. Hope you're having a good birthday, Val. Bum, 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 bum. Na 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 na. Da, 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 da. Here comes the master slave, demand respect for treason. You are my reason to despise the world. Divided by your claws, when we are kings you will be another suit against the wall, and bang! By your claws, when we are kings you will be another suit against the wall, and bang! Getting harder to get the perspective right as we focus on the foreground now. We have differently sized windows on this one for some reason. Only remember because mine was yesterday. What? What? You didn't? Did you tell me this? Hang on a second. I'm adding you to my calendar. I'll get you next year. Alright, that occurs, let's see, does not repeat, repeats every year, right? Okay. Yeah, there we go. I'll get you next time. Okay, so these windows definitely need to be bigger here. Actually makes little sense that the windows would get smaller as they get closer to the viewer. Happens every year until I die. Do birthdays keep happening after you die? But remember the rule in the Discord, no dying. Wait, what if you die and then come back? What if then do you keep having birthdays, or is your new birthday the date of your resurrection? Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Or then you get 2 birthdays. You get your birthday and your resurrection day, so you get like twice as many presents. I'd probably adopt the resurrection day. I would adopt it if it was a day in summer. I'm shallow like that. It's like, wait, can I have a summer celebrations from here on for my birthday? Okay, we're switching to that. Somewhere close but far away, the line obscured in disarray. I should probably spam that link for the YouTube stream. Oh my god, the perspective is wrong. Ah! Oh, it was so much easier yesterday when we were doing more distant lights. Close enough. Exactly, whichever date has the better weather. Yeah. Adopt it as long as it doesn't coincide with Christmas or Easter. Don't like, other resurrections and stuff happening those days. Like it's already full. The YouTube thumbnail is really good. Thanks. That is actually the avatar that I have at work. That's how people see me when they see me chatting in the work Slack server. Need to see this? Well, you can go to the YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/@CurieArtemisVT, at being the little, you know, at, right? Oh, we should add graffiti to the wall. The best face, thank you, thank you. Oh, hey, we have, there's 2 people. There's 2 people on the thing on the YouTube. Hi. Yep, that's... Streaming on a new platform feels like being a brand new VTuber, like just a baby VTuber again, where it's like, oh my god, we got a person watching! But yeah, I should actually spam that link in other places now that I think of it. Hang on a second. And by spam, I mean in the appropriate places where that stuff is you know, appreciated and encouraged, not in places where it would... Anyway, I'm just gonna go post the link. I need to go dig the link out. Oops.
It's a life form. Unlike anything we know about cellular biological nature, extremely intelligent.
Okay. We're gonna do this in the null pointer live server. There we go. Why do we... There we go. I'm starting to hear my own voice, and it's like, what the heck? Oh, hello, Loki! Get up on the cat cam. Get up on the cat cam and show the... Well, now we're down to one person on YouTube. And show the YouTuber. There we go. Look, YouTuber, you are the only person on YouTube right now who gets to enjoy the glorious tush of my cat. Look at... Just... Look at that. Look at that... Oh my god, the aspect ratio is all screwed up. Hang on a second. Boop. There we go. Gaze upon his glorious tush. Oh. There we go. It is not my birthday today, by the way. Someone decided to tell the entire company that it was my birthday yesterday. It is not, in fact, my birthday yesterday. Nor is it today, my birthday. It's Val's birthday. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird because like everyone was like, "Happy birthday, Kiri," and it's like, this is awkward. It's not my birthday. Someone accused me of trying to have multiple like birthday wishes, and they were like, "You're not allowed to do that. That's too greedy." And then I was like, "I'm just going to use them for wishing for world peace anyway." It's not my... No, Snecky, I will fight you. Secret number, and everybody wins this one. Mary, okay, you know what? I'll allow it. How can I get out? Why am I not getting the perspective right on these stupid lights? Ah! Yeah, the tide of revolution goes on. You can control Twitch and YouTube. I can't? Wait. No, wait, no, hold on. If I go to the cat cam and I go back. Nope, there we go. Then I'll see that happen. Yeah, that happens over on YouTube. Yeah, no, it's just delayed on YouTube. Oh. Ari! It's not my birthday! When they're out of time, I see your reflection in the image. Through my eyes, looking like a child inside. I love Machine Supremacy so much. Oh my god. Have I mentioned that I'm really glad that my favorite band ever was also, like, full of cool people who didn't turn out to be, like, horrible, and also allow me to, like, use their music for live streams and stuff? I think that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty rad. It's almost like they're my favorite band in the universe for a reason. What is the name of your YouTube channel? Same name as it is on here on Twitch. It's Kiri Artemis VT. It has 14 subscribers, so you're gonna have an interesting time finding it. Let me see. How many subscribers are we up to? Let's watch our stats grow in real time, or not. Oh heck, I'll just open it up on right here on stream on the stream safe thing. There we go. That's me. Oh, we got 2 subscribers. Oh, nice. We're 2 whole subscribers, and we've only been streaming for half an hour. That's a pretty good rate. That's about 4 times. Hey, I saw that. That's about 4 times the rate at which we were accumulating Twitch subscribers. Though I have a strong suspicion that those are Twitch people who are already familiar with the channel. Ow! Ow! Why? Why are you throwing things at me? Especially expensive GPUs. It's a good thing that those are limited now. They're a limited resource, just like in real life now. I'm sorry. We can make like a funky shaped window here. Ow! Oh yeah, you all have an overabundance of channel points still. Stupid channel point inflation. Channel point inflation sounds like a very specific cursed thing that members of a very specific group of interest might do. The Starbound thing died. Oh no! Oh no! It's because someone connected. Ha! Yeah, that's real funny, Starbound. Why are you there on my screen, Starbound? What is this? What source is this? This is VideoTube. That's not VideoTube. Ow! All right. I don't even know why I had a VideoTube source. There we go. Starbound is back. Oh yeah. So this is some of the new playlist music. I added a bunch of Dance with the Dead to the stream playlist. Because apparently they're totally fine with people using their music for streams. So I like Dance with the Dead. I think I had removed them from the playlist because I had listened to them too much during stream, and I was starting to get tired of it before, but now it's back, so. Oh. And thank you for adding depth to the stream, Val. I appreciate that. It lacks it otherwise. But now the lights are so much brighter here. Oh, I have to make all these lights thicker now, don't I, to match those ones? This is never ending. No, let's make these thinner. We'll thin these out a little bit more. I don't have to be that thick. I have like no scale reference for these things at all. They just need to be thicker than these, but, you know, thinner than these. GPU went right for the jugular. Sarah Savi has redeemed a... Ew. Ew. It's like an attempted decapitation. People are always trying to chop off my head. Like, they keep wanting to, like, chop off my head and use it as a weapon against someone, and it's like, that is the wrong snake girl you're coming for. Just, like, come on. Also, you shouldn't go for her. She's a victim, not a monster. Leave Medusa alone. You shouldn't be coming for either of us. Medusa's been through enough, okay? You want to chop off someone's head? Go chop off Poseidon's head. He deserves it. And Perseus. Yeah, kill Perseus. He's going and, well, persecuting perfectly innocent snake girls. So they can chop off their heads and use them as a weapon to kill another person. That's kind of gross. Kill the god of the sea, what happens to the sea? I don't know. Oh, hey Sabine! You become the next god of the sea? Is that how that works? I don't know. Like, they're all of, like, two deity-like beings that I actually have any respect for. Artemis and Prometheus. Is Artemis still circling around out there? No, they're back already. To control. I am reanimated, yet I have no soul. They discovered the moon? Yes, they have discovered the moon. Though many deniers believe that the moon is in fact fake. Evil minions back for my misery at last. I will return to it. Dang it, screwed up the lyrics again. You've never seen the moon? Have you played Stray Gods? It's very much presented in that she's very much presented as a victim. Medusa, yeah. Well, she is. No, she is a victim. Like, that is. If you read the story and take it at face value, she's the victim. Prometheus is the god of hot takes. Amazing. Yes, yes. Perfect. Perfect. Oh god, that's really good. The Absolute Wonder Woman first yearly special is a nice Medusa story. Oh yeah, that looked really sweet. He's the one who made humanity too, yeah. Yeah, compare that to other creation myths, right? Where it's like, other creation myths a lot of the time are like, I made humanity and now they must serve me forever and worship me for it. And Prometheus made humanity, and meanwhile he's like, I'm gonna do you guys some favors. Hang on a second. I want you to be even more free. It's like, hell yeah. Broken past. Evil minions back from my misery at last. Fortress to redeem. Best myth I heard in fiction is a god dancing to make everything. Wait, hold on. That sounds vaguely like you're describing certain Lovecraftian entities. When you get for it, you got chained to a mountain and got his liver pecked out every day. Yep, that's pretty gross. Yeah, no, don't like that. That's pretty mean. Until Hercules. Okay, so Hercules did like one cool thing, I guess. I'm not a Hercules appreciator in the same way that I'm not like a, you know, I don't like the Capellan Federation in BattleTech, but they do ally with like the Canopians, which I do like. So maybe this is just my bias against Kevin Sorbo. I don't know. Zeus created us first, but we were allegedly too strong, and so he split us and condemned us to darkness until Prometheus came up with hot takes and gave us fire back. Interesting. I guess in Lovecraft it's more like there's I might be completely wrong about this because it's been a long time, but like there's Azathoth, who is my interpretation of that after reading stuff like forever ago was that Azathoth is sleeping and the entire universe is basically Azathoth's dream. So Azathoth must always be kept in a state of slumber by the other elder gods, which they do by singing and dancing. Because if Azathoth wakes up, the universe disappears, much like a dream. After you wake up. Isn't cosmic horror cool? I'm pretty off. I'm probably off by that just because like it's been forever since I interpreted it and probably interpreted it wrongly. But I still think it's pretty neat. It's hard to read any H.P. Lovecraft without thinking of his racism. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, you are totally correct. Any discussion of Lovecraft must come with a giant asterisk next to it. We need cosmic horror stuff that isn't like, you know, overtly racist. I guess there's, you know, we have modern cosmic horror stuff. We have like Signalis. I think Signalis did cosmic horror better than pretty much anything else that I've seen or read in the genre. I have to go in and add some outlines for a bunch of the windows here. Still need to finish Signalis. His racism is a horror. Yes, that is as kind of a an accepted fact that a lot of the time when he was describing stuff that's like weird and unknowable, he was actually describing kind of what he thought of people he didn't understand. Also, how is the perspective on this still wrong? Oh my god. Just gonna erase this window. What do you think of the kitty? Think about Cthulhu. I don't think a kitty has the ability to comprehend Cthulhu. Like we barely can comprehend, you know, the elder gods and the cosmic horror and all that stuff. I know the way I've always thought about cosmic horror stuff is like, what does an ant think of a human? Or what does a bug think of a human, right? These vastly intelligent, it probably doesn't think of us too much, but like, you know, vastly intelligent, unknowable giant beings, right? What must that be like to an ant? I gotta run to live, I wanna be alive, I have a reason now, I wanna be alive. You Thulu. You know, how do I, and like how a Lovecraftian deity thinks about humanity is very much how I feel about bugs, right? Or how we feel about bugs. Oh, there's one in my house, better squash it. You know, oh, we should like they're annoying, get rid of them, right? I don't squash bugs. I take the bugs outside, usually. But like, I am vastly more intelligent than an insect, I think. I'm pretty sure, like 90% sure. I can conceive of things that bugs have no like concept of. You know, like just as the beginning, like, foundation of my knowledge, there are concepts that a bug could never even begin to comprehend. Even as a child, I understood, like as a young child, I understood things infinitely more complex than what an insect could understand, right? Not to toot my own horn or anything, but no. And that's what I think, like eldritch horror cosmic beings must be to humans, right? They're the ones looking at us like bugs. Us who are unable to even comprehend things that are the very beginnings of their knowledge that they learned as you know, as children or something like that. Perspective is still wrong. I mean, we're down here like, you know, struggling to figure out where our next meal is going to come from. They're out there dreaming and creating universes by dreaming, you know, like... Hmm. I'm kind of bugs also. Yes, even spiders. I'm kind to spiders usually. I'm gonna have to add highlights to all these windows that I'm adding right now too. What's the song? Survivor's Guilt by Violet Pony. It's off the Monarch of Monsters album. Highly recommend Violet Pony, by the way. I don't know if I've said that like a bajillion times. Considering that we only have 3 artists in the playlist now, it should be pretty obvious. Makes me sad when I get called in to kill a spider. Just use a cup. Put them in the cup. If you don't want them touching you, then put them in a cup. If it's a type of spider I recognize as non-venomous, I'll just pick them up with my hands, though. Just yoink. You're coming with me, buddy. Or not pick them up, just kind of like coax them into getting onto my hand, you know? Should have drawn these lines before starting shading. That would have been smart. Yep. Before drawing all those lines in. We'll add some windows to this one, even though it doesn't actually have any glow. There we go. Nice. Yeah, Monarch of Monsters feels like a very raw album. I like it. Though I can't show the album art on stream. A little bit too spicy. Wait. For what? What's gonna happen? Is something gonna happen? Uh-oh. I have this album on Bandcamp, so go listen to the album then. What are you doing watching some snack girl dingus? I'm kidding, please stay. No self-deprecation. You're right, I should stop self-deprecating, mainly because I'm really bad at it. Off to do birthday things. Alright, have a good birthday! Bye! Val is so heckin' cool. You know what kind of spiders are really cute? Is jumping spiders. They're adorable. Yeah, they move really. Yeah, they move really weird. Well, like a jerky stop motion. They're so. The ones that I've seen are tiny. Also, they're always super tiny around here, but they have these like gigantic eyes. I won't bring them up on stream because I know people have like issues with spiders and stuff, but anyone who's not who doesn't have spider issues, you should definitely look up what a jumping spider looks like because they are so heckin' cute. And they have these dorky little mating dances. It waved? Aw, that's cute. I'm pretty sure they're also, like, totally not a threat to humans. All right. Oh, we forgot to add stuff here. Maybe no one will notice. No, we'll go back and add stuff. Okay. Oh, the perspective is off again. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Misfit to this space, no religion, no real place. I grow weary of these walls, so tired of it all. Dull gray and endless days, here where evil has no face. It is hidden from my eyes, unseen or in disguise. Welcome to a world. Is it Skyline? It's kind of. It's an O'Neill cylinder, with a robot girl in the middle. Not in the middle. She's obviously off to the side. If you could crawl, always looking somewhere else. When it's all inside yourself, I wanna play until I die. Don't. Excuse me. I race towards the sky. I don't feel like that again. Nope. Did the wrong lyrics. Blah, 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 blah. Gotta find the bloom, which is outside of that layer group. Oh, there we go. Window light bloom. Bum, 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 bum. The space, no religion, no real place. I grow weary of these walls, so tired of it all. Sup and challenge all you ever knew since you could crawl. Always looking somewhere else when it's all inside yourself. I wanna play until I die, don't wanna lose my reasons why. I'm not doing a good job on the singing today. I'll keep coming back for more. She says as she continues singing. Before, in a world that never ends. I like singing. I'm just not good at it if I'm not warmed up. I'm not good at it even if I am warmed up, but like I'm especially bad at it if I'm not warmed up, you know? Okay, we got a bunch of the near light bloom figured out. I think we'll do, I'm just gonna bring this up a little bit here. Ow! Tomorrow I will be here, and I won't be the only one. Let's bring up some of these other lights in the distance. We'll probably tone it down more and more as we get further away from the like in the more distant rings. Oh, you have blue eye. Awesome. Congratulations on acquiring Shork. Mm-hmm. Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. Da, 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 da. How are we done on time? We are only an hour and 10 minutes into the stream. We have plenty of time. Excellent. You have the anaglyph classes? Nice. Good. Good, good, good. It only lasts for a minute though, so, you know, better get them fast. Okay. Let's add more little bits of bloom all over here. It's gonna be more and more erratic as we kind of get further and further from the... Still have to do the don't crash into me indicators. And we're gonna have to do like an actual star field back here. And I also want to add like structural elements inside here, but yeah, this is coming along. I'd like to hint of some lights over here. There we go. Let's kind of balance that out a little bit. Can find a secluded area and take an actual pic of the sky. I would have to drive pretty far to get to a place without light pollution. That would make most of the stars not visible, so that's not going to happen. Someday, maybe. Okay, hold up. Yeah, I think it still looks better like this. I think maybe we can make the more distant ones a little bit darker, though. Give kind of the appearance of some depth. We'll start off with a nice dork color over there. Really dork. And then kind of have it sort of smoothly blend into lighter colors. Then again, speaking of light pollution, it might just be that the further and further away you get, the lighter it looks. So maybe we flip that around and make it all white. It'd really have to be like above the line art layer, though. Let's go ahead and put it right here. Let's do an overlay. No. Maybe we need a color that really kind of represents the fact that it's polluted air. Let's make it orange. The filters in the station don't work too good. There are muscles in the underside of the jaw. Yes, it's called your tongue. Maybe we should have like what looks like a thick layer of atmosphere over everything. But not like this. This is not good. I don't like the color on that. Let's go searching for a better color. Okay, I definitely don't want to breathe in whatever that is. Okay, all right. The blue here is kind of. We could just like. Ooh. Yeah, I think I like that. We'll just kind of bring it back a little bit, tone it back down. You know. I think that's really cool. There we go. Subtlety. I think that is an improvement right there. I think that's good. Need to think of a fictional Greek criminal. Fictional Greek criminal, like an existing one or like a fake one that you're making up. How about someone who steals crates? Call them steals crates. Fictional. How about a plate of stolen food. Stabs people, please. Okay, yeah, that works too. horse thief named Kleptohippos. 68 stab wounds a please. Boop. Okay, let's see if we can actually make edit fill foreground. Okay. Not what I was going for. There we go. Edit fill foreground. Okay, so that is dork. If I draw white in there, what color is that going to end up looking at? Like, it looks like white. Okay. All right, but if I draw it towards the edge, no. No, that should be drawing behind everything. Unless we put it right here. Oh, okay. I really want the colorize mask. What the hell? I really want the background shading should have an effect on top of that. The subtle atmosphere should be affecting. Oh, it is affecting it a little bit, but it's darkening it, so we can't really tell unless we take this and we fill it with the foreground color. Then we still cannot tell what's happening with the subtle foreground. Or subtle atmosphere. Okay, now I can see it, like, overlaying. Alright, we'll have to deal with that. Bye for realsies. Alright, goodbye! Goodbye forever! Here, let's do this. Ah! There! Now it's Signalis fan art. All right, well, now the art is horrifying. Sudden cosmic horror, yeah. Now there's two eldritch horrors looking at you. It looks like an ultra kill level. Nice. I mean, because don't forget that our girl here is also an eldritch horror that's just been conditioned to think like a human. I tune in and now there's a giant eye. Yeah, it's now it's Signalis fan art. I should just post this. Finished my Signalis fan art, also Lancer fan art. Also, hello, Lightman and Samuel. How's it going? We still have 3 viewers on the YouTube. The YouTubes. Humans are eldritch horrors to begin with. That's what I was talking about earlier. Like, you know, from the point of view of like an ant or something, like a human is definitely an eldritch, unknowable eldritch being. Somewhere I can be unbound by the preconceptions we have found. True strength is using your own side when different worlds collide. You seem silent, you seem strong inside. Stay silent. Not seem silent. Do you really wanna be another face in the masquerade? Do you really wanna be another face in the masquerade? Alright, we gotta do a better Starfield than this. Boop, 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 boop. It's actually a wall. There's just a wall there. That'd be kind of horrific if you were just like locked in this big tube with a ton of other people. Ugh. Silent to scream within. Whoa. Do you really wanna be another face in the masquerade? We're gonna mess up the galaxy behind us here. Face in the masquerade. Do you really wanna be another face in the masquerade? Transform your shell on what's within, and that'll surface on a fragile skin. You always play only to win. Alright, that looks okay. Now let's add stars. Blah. Too many stars. Ooh, that's a lot of stars. That's pretty. You should make some of them like way brighter than some of the others though. In Gundam, the Xeon faction are in closed type colonies with no windows. No wonder they're evil. Or, well, I would say consistently the villains. Yeah, this we gotta adjust this. Let's say filter, adjust, levels, alpha. There we go. That's what I was going for. I wanna be another face in the masquerade. No. Alright, let's start off with this. I don't think this is doing us any favors. What if we turn that into like an atmosphere instead of blackness? Actually, we should make it look like there's a scratched up window there, now that I think of it. A window should have imperfections and reflections showing and stuff like that. And probably like a big structural element going right across the middle. I don't know. I have a feeling that it's going to take a while for me to get this window to where I'm happy with it. We're also gonna have some of those stars show up like way brighter than the others. I think we're also gonna put a gradient map across it. Yeah, we'll have to fix up the atmosphere stuff there. We'll probably put this above that so it doesn't affect the color on that. But this we're gonna change. We're gonna have to change the shape of it a bunch and make it look more vapory, I guess. I want it to look like there's just like a galaxy right there. Oh, there we go. That's looking good. There we go. That's the stuff. Oh, they were just open. That would add some issues around containment of the atmosphere. But let's just add the eyeball back. Fewer questions that way. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, so we still need to make some of the stars like way brighter. I think we're gonna do that with this brush. I think we're also going to take like an edge of it and have like a much more nearby star that is lighting up the inside rim. So something that we can't see here, but is maybe casting light like that way and hitting this rim. I think that's going to be. I think that'll be a good little touch. Probably lighting up a little bit of this stuff down here. Now these window seats over here must be pretty in demand in the space colony. There we go. Let's call it outside light affecting inside. We're just going to light up all of this. Some star out there. It's a lot closer than the others. It's just it's hitting this whole inside area. So we're only going to light up the rooftops with this. Rooftops, and we're yeah, I guess we're not going to be hitting that inner wall either. This is actually going to be a real proper rim light this time, instead of the rim light that we keep abusing and faking all the time. The sun. I don't think we've actually established that there's a sun, a sun here. It's just like a lot of ambient streetlights and stuff. We never established like a proper light source for the inside of the colony, so like we should have had a light going right down the middle, but okay, actually that's starting to look real good. The way like the light's hitting that there, that makes it look like it's got some depth. Let's definitely send that all the way with like lighting up the rooftops and the buildings. We can't light up any of the sides of the buildings that we would see because the light's not going the right direction to do that, but this would be a little bit dimmer here and here. There we go. It's only going to be hitting a few of them because the station itself is going to be casting a shadow. But a few of these buildings are getting light from outside the station. I guess living on the station be like living at the North or South Pole or something, where it's just like you get light for like half the year, continuously for that entire half of the year. You can't turn it on or off, and that's just like as the station is rotating around the star, like a different side of it is facing the sun. Sounds like really kind of nightmarish, but eh. I don't know. We could go a lot harder on that. We could go like if we just did that. Oops. This spot right here is like the brightest point of that. Which seems a little bit weird. This just makes everything look white. I don't really want to do that. Then we would normally apply like an overlay here, but the overlay is really, really subtle. So I think I might just do that at 50% and in normal. I want to put that. Maybe if we put that above the line art though. No. Nope. Not doing us any favors. Oh! Hey, Aries. How's it going? I think I recognize that name. Okay, so we definitely have to add bloom, because this is a spot in, like, direct sunlight that's gonna be brighter than everything else, so, like, ooh. That, while cool, is not exactly what I was going for. That just looks like thick atmosphere. We need to add that above the line art. I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Maybe this is fine. Right here. This is fine. What would we added like some ships out here that were also catching the light? Here, let's just prototype an idea really quick. Let's add a cube. Rectangular cube thing. And this cube is also lit up on one side. A little tiny bit of backlight, of course. Now you can tell the light's coming from that way. I don't like it. Random weird space monolith hanging out in the background there. How many Elder Chores should we add to the scene, do you think? The obelisk from... Yeah, exactly. Oh, you know what? I know what I should do. I should go back into this group, and we should add something that looks like this, the sunlight coming from this direction. There we go. Kind of messes up the balance a little bit, though, doesn't it? We could make it more subtle. We can make it an overlay. Too subtle. Well, maybe... Looks good. Looks good like this. Like this? No, wait. There we go. Stop it! There we go. Like, looks good like this? I don't know, it's kind of... I think this has good balance to it, relatively. This kind of messes with all of it, in my opinion. Maybe it's just because I've been staring at this for, like, so long now. And I lack, like, objectivity on this. What if we made it just so it was, like, just barely peeking out, like, right here? Well, then we'd also have to light up everything over here, because obviously that would be able to hit that. Pew! With a laser. So no, it has to be something out of view, because anything that would be, like, in view would also be lighting up everything else here. For the Dorker one. Like this? The overlay version, or the version that just doesn't... Oh wait, hold on. The overlay version, like this? It kind of works. We're not doing a good enough job of separating out this foreground and background, though. We could add something around the building to kind of distinguish it from the background. Hint of atmosphere. I like how gray has no effect whatsoever in that mode. I can do what I've been doing for the other stuff like that, which is to add. Ooh, it's glowing. Okay, hold on a second. Can we justify this? Because we do have all these like city lights down here that are glowing that color, right? So we could put We could put that here and still kind of be reasonably justified in having that. Maybe not at the top so much, unless there's like there's a party going on the roof or something. I don't know. It makes the building look like it's glowing in a sort of menacing way, which is both cool and not really what I was going for. But we can go in and we can just go and try to find another color that works for this. Go for that bluish kind of color. Maybe the menacing red actually works okay. I mean, we also got the don't crash into me lights that we still have to do, of course. Which would be illuminating stuff. But this whole building is lit up on the side. You can see with like the lights and everything. So anyway, this separates us out from the background a little bit better. So now if we want to go back and experiment with like with that, maybe we can do that. Nah, I still don't like that. Let me get rid of this layer entirely. There we go. So I did a more subtle version of this to separate Junkraven from the background, or from the other foreground. Maybe that's what I need to do. Is I just need to make it more subtle, like that. Maybe that's fine. Yeah, I have completely lost all ability to be objective about this art. Crap. Dang it. I mean, it looks cool up close. Like, the details are all wonderful, but, like, compositionally, I think it's kind of all over the place. Especially this trash can behind her tail. I don't know what to think of that. Maybe I'm just not a good artist. Let's just add atmosphere. Blah, 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 blah. Make it thick with atmosphere. There, now you can't see any of the problems in the background. There are other things that we could do. We could change the color of them, of the background, to kind of stuff it into a corner. As a corner that's separate from the. Right. If I did this, little foreground. That is also a hell of a vibe. Okay, we're not doing this, just to be clear. But look at the way, like, the foreground and the background are definitely very distinct things. It has this overall, like, red to blue gradient here. I like this, even though it's not really what I was going for. You know? That's a little bit much right there. Maybe What if we just like added? So we have this without it, right? What if we just added like a little tiny hint of that? Just a little itty baby amount, right? Just like that, just right there. Just make the whole background a little bit bluer. The music also helps. Yeah. I like this song. Need to play the game that it's inspired it. Bit of a Dark Souls vibe. Probably because of the verticality of it, if I were to guess. Alright. So should we do the don't crash into me markers? I think those are going to be pretty easy, at least. That's going to be on top of the liner there. Don't crash marker color. There we go. There's the group. Let's go ahead and steal that color. It's just bright red. Okay. Nope, not like that. So yeah, we're just going to be painting these little red tips on a bunch of the towers here. Nothing too fancy. We do have a lot of buildings to go through, but we also don't have to put them on every building. We can be lazy here. How often is someone going to fly a plane or helicopter through here anyway? Perhaps the sun could have a little bit of reddish warmth like the foreground. Possibly. We have like the nice warm lights of the bar, and then the blue glow of the city lights, and then the sun. I wonder if we could actually finish this art today. Wouldn't that be wild? We've got another hour left, and all we really got to do is finish up some little details. I'll probably have to like sit with it after stream for a while and stare at it and find like all the little details that I still have to touch up. Before I do it, because like I'm not gonna rush this to being like posted online somewhere. Not after all the work that we did in it. Nope. Get really messy in this really dense area that I can't even tell where the towers are anymore. Like the cool robo dude with a cowboy hat. Thanks. That's this guy who is one of the OCs from the Lancer Discord that I added to the drawing. So that is another person's Lancer character. I can't remember the name. I would have to like. I'm gonna have to dig those up. Hang on a second. They're in the foreground group. Go ahead and save. Oh, there's so many layers. They're buried in a layer group somewhere. Background lines. It's a random kobolds OC. Don't know the name of the character though. The magic was killed by corruption. I wanna feel like that again. I wanna be a hero all over again. You're on my side or in no way. Layers all the way down. How many layers are we at right now? Let me see. We're at 486 layers. Nice. Nice. That's my favorite kind of computer. So many lights to do. Remind me never to draw a cityscape again, by the way. Nope. From now on, we are rendering all of our cityscapes. Though, when I do render my cityscapes, I will probably be taking a bunch of the info that I learned from drawing this. Things like the glow of the lights from the street and stuff like that. I'll incorporate all of that. I'll even do it with nice hand-painted textures and stuff. But I don't think I want to do this hand painting crap again. I should probably build like a whole asset library of like building forms and stuff to do. Okay, I think that's all. Nope. Yeah, no, okay, that's all the don't crash into me lights. We should probably add bloom for some of the closer ones. But just the closer ones. We're not getting too wild with this. Subtle. More subtle. More subtle. Tone it down. And now we sit and stare at it for a while. Tokipona is really cool. I like Tokipona. Still learning Tokipona. I have my learning of Tokipona has stalled a little bit. I need to get back to studying it. Unfortunately, I do like Tokipona, but oh, you know what? I forgot to add a trans pride flag somewhere in it. Let's do that right here. We're gonna spray paint it on the wall up here. We have some nice, rough-looking spray paint. Ooh, that might do just fine. Yeah. Skew that a little bit. I can figure out how to skew in this. Nah, it's not gonna work. Pretty sure there's a skew option on this, right? Oh, there it is. Sheer. It's sheer. Probably should have just probably should have just rendered this one. I don't know. There we go. Also, did we forget to add shading up here? I think we did. Well, that's silly. Background lines. Oh boy. There are so many different layers of shading on this, from like so many different light sources and stuff, but I think we can just do this. There we go. Is my phone buzzing at me? Why is my phone buzzing at me? Can be a carry drawing without a pride flag. Context-aware dictionary. Interesting. I already know the, I was doing flashcards for the Seatland Pona. That's context-aware dictionary is weird. All right, back to this. Am I using the right brush for this? But yeah, I like adding pride flags to my work all the time because I want to help normalize the existence of people like myself. Obviously, it's one of the reasons that I keep streaming is because I want to be able to be like, yeah, look, people like me, we're actually pretty normal. We're just people wanting to live our lives and all that stuff. And so like I will toss representation into pretty much everything because it's like, yeah, just assume that any character that I draw is like probably trans by default. That's just purely the tendency of artists to and writers to write and draw their own experiences and things that relate to them and stuff like that. But yeah, there's like a I also want to actively ruin the enjoyment that fascists have of anything that I draw. Want them to know that they're not welcome in the spaces that I exist in, and that the only thing that's actually blocking them from enjoying the art and stuff is their own hatred and misery. Bigots should be miserable, in my opinion. Oh yeah, we never filled in these posters here. Frick. Crap. Well, we're still not done until I come up with stuff for the posters. Let's just say, to do add poster work in progress. Oops, let's do that with a stronger brush. Work in progress. Work in progress. Work in progress. Work in progress. There we go. I guess we could throw something together in Inkscape for those. Oh, we should probably have like a beer pong game going on down here too. Oh, we might want to go back to the rendering for that, actually. Let's see if I can just sketch this out. If I can get the perspective right on it. I can count the number of times I played beer pong on, like, one hand, so... let's have a cup that's been, like, tipped over here. It's like, you know, what do you expect to happen when you're playing beer pong, right?
And now for something completely gay, Luigi.
I have a couple of, like, random things, maybe papers on the table.
Can we rent a balloon?
A couple of beers. The game of beer pong is clearly, like, is now over. Like, no one's playing beer pong anymore. Stacks of playing cards, maybe. Yeah. Nachos. Gotta have nachos. Little food container. Napkins. Something dripping over the edge. I don't know. You have someone's backpack here. Trying to think of all the things that I see when I go to a bar. And usually when I go to a bar, it's for queer happy hour, and so we'll all sit around. Someone's got their music player playing some stuff at a low volume. This isn't like an outside thing also. So we always sit outside. We have like a thing of nachos. We got like the beer pong lines. I think I need a layer group for these. Table stuff. Because I can see where I'm already kind of screwing some stuff up here. We'll add the ping pong ball that they were playing beer pong with, which is also covered in fluid. Yeah, just like I just want to add table clutter, right? We just need clutter. We can have some cans here. They're all stacked up there because they're done drinking from them. Except the perspective from that doesn't match that, so we got to be a little bit more careful there. I think I might have to render this stuff out. I really don't want to bust out the... I don't want to bust out Blender again, because it's such a pain in the butt to get everything, like, all hooked up in the scene. And get it all, like, you know, connected back to Krita and whatever. Someone's bag is on the ground here, too. Also, playing beer pong... I just realized something. Playing beer pong seems like a really bad idea right here. You know what? That's why they're not playing beer pong anymore. It's because they lost the beer pong ball. It went flying over the edge. Someone on the ground got smacked by a ping pong ball traveling at the terminal velocity of a ping pong ball, which is thankfully not much. Not much energy there, so. Oh, is this below the line art? Yeah, we don't want that there. We want this... There we go. Actually, we'll stick the beer pong stuff into the layer with all the other. Ah! Okay, that's fine. No, actually, no. We'll stick it on top. We're gonna have to draw like a background mask underneath it and stuff. Is beer pong played lying down? No. Yeah, a beer covered ball. It hit one of the cups, knocked it over, and then went flying over the edge. Yeah, that's our lore. That's our beer pong lore for the drawing. A free floating ping pong ball. Huh. So yeah, we're gonna have to clean this mess up. So this is still a to-do. Let's put another to-do here. To-do. Do that on a different layer, actually. Okay. Beer pong ball subject to Coriolis effect. Okay, so we could reuse some of the posters out here. That's what we need on there, is we need coasters. We could reuse some of the posters out here in here. That's probably a good idea. I think we should do that. I'm just gonna do that by dragging and dropping them in. Give me a second. There we go. Move that over here. And move that out of the beer pong group. And it's kind of funky seeing it with all the shading on there. Yeah, and then we're gonna... Oh god. We're going to perspective correct it into position. Oh god, what did the filtering do to that? Ugh. That's try that again. With bicubic filtering? Sure. Okay, we're not winning with this one. That's okay. Let's do a multiply, and maybe we'll go in and touch up some of the lines in this. Maybe we'll just blur it a little bit. I don't know. We gotta hide one of the to-dos now. Where do we put the to-dos? Oh, we should put this in the posters actually group. There we go. Nope, it's gonna go outside the posters actually group. Never mind. Where's our to-dos? Where do we were just looking at this group. I named the layer to-dos. It's somewhere in the foreground group. Okay. And go hunting. It's not floor grunge. Is it in shading? It's oh wait, to-do add poster. There we go. Okay. And go ahead and move this up to where we're adding the posters. There we go. Okay, and we'll go from there. Okay, and now let's just kind of maybe soften up some of these lines. I'm just gonna go over them with the pen tool, I think, and try to make them look a little bit less aliased. It doesn't have to be like super precise or anything. Why is this ending up so light and the rest of this so dark? Could one poster be an ad for a poster firm? Seems like an odd thing for it to be. When I think of like what Horizon Collective must be like in Lancer, I think of a lot of the kind of the like smaller like leftist groups and stuff that I've been around before. Disorganized, maybe not actually knowing the best way to achieve their goals. Probably have read a lot of theory, that kind of stuff. So I imagine they're the kind of group that would make zines, you know. Had some little rips and tears. Clearly I have to move this to a different part of the thing. Or, no. Yeah. Where's the line art again? there's the lines. Whatever. It'll just be like little folds. Won't bother doing the and everything there. Make it look like a very kind of weathered poster. Give it some highlights around the edges. Make it look like those edges have been folded up a little bit. That just looks shiny. We don't want that. And I'm just going to drop the entire opacity of it down a bunch. Make it look like it's being really blown out by that light. Still kind of disrupts the vibe in the bar, doesn't it? How else do you expect poster firms to advertise? I don't know, internet? Do I look like a marketing person to you? She says, as a VTuber whose entire purpose, or whose entire thing here is basically marketing. Yep. Alright, which other posters do we have? Should we have like a wanted poster for Rin? That'd be pretty funny. Can find some other random crap in here to add. Oh, let's add the anti Harrison Armory poster. I think a bar that also doubles as a Horizon Collective hangout would probably have a pretty reasonable claim to being anti-Horizon Armory. Horizon Armory? Harrison Armory, not Horizon Armory. Wow, I talk good. Yeah, no, they want to arm themselves, not Harrison Armory. There we go. All right, let's get rid of the. There's the to-dos. Again, it looks all like Alias and stuff. What the heck? I'm just gonna handwrite the stuff here. Harrison personnel. That's how you spell personnel, right? Yeah, okay. Harrison personnel not welcome. I'm gonna have to resize this anyway. Person personnel not. And oops. Okay, and then we'll just move this up a little bit more, squimsh it into place. Whoop. Do a little bit, do another perspective correction on that. Nice. Could you be gone instead of not welcome? I don't know. I think I'm fine with not welcome.
Elizabeth, check this out.
Come on. Just gonna keep repositioning stuff a little bit. There we go. All right. And we'll make this poster look a little bit worn too.
It's fucking.
There we go. That looks good. I think that looks okay. That looks like a nice, worn poster. Channels a lot of the best parts of Lancer. Nice, thanks. I appreciate that. Well, it's mainly around Horizon Collective and NHPs, but we also got an Egregorian in there. That's probably another reason why there's an anti-Harrison Armory poster. Ask the Egregorian what he thinks about, or what they think about the about Harrison Armory. You're gonna get some spicy answers, I think. Okay, we still have like 4 smaller posters to do, which we could probably just like fill with scribbles or something if we really wanted to. And we have the beer pong still to finish. We're not finishing this art today, I think. I might finish it off stream because we're close enough, but let's see what other like random stuff from my Lancer art directory I can just toss in here. We also have this one. It's a little on the nose. I mean, honestly, you know what? That could go in one of the. That's basically like having an F Nazis thing, kind of the equivalent of it. So let's go ahead and toss that in for one of the work in progress things here. Insert new layer. Will that even be visible though? Is the question. Will we be able to read the text on it? Really doesn't like it when you like kind of cross that horizon. Get it? Horizon. It's Horizon Collective. This is gonna be illegible, isn't it? It's definitely gonna be illegible. Yep. Well, you know what? An attempt was made, okay? These are all stuff that I made for, like, Rin's casket, I think. I don't think we can use the Harkness bumper sticker, but I will show that one. Oh, that's not good. That's one that we got. Oh, you know what? You know what we need? Oh my god, hold on. Secom Second Committee. Basically it was Union's fasci stage. 500 years ago. Alright, where'd our boy go? Loki? Wait a minute, hold on a second. I think I accidentally didn't embed that correctly. Insert as new layer. Oh yes. Oh yeah, we're getting Loki in here. Hey Loki! We were just talking about you. Hey bud. Hey kiddo. Shoot, I did it again, didn't I? I think the incorrect aspect ratio is the part that really seals the deal here. Incorrect aspect ratio and sideways. And also barely opaque at all. That's fine. That's totally fine. See, this is why you can this is why everyone should learn how to draw, is because they can just make the silliest, both incredibly serious, you know, time spent in terms of time spent, and the most ridiculous like shitpost, pardon my language, at the same time. They insist on keeping the picture there. Yeah, it's good luck. They're blessed by Loki, as we are, as you can gaze upon his glorious tush right now. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, Mnemonic. Okay. We have 2 more poster slots to fill in. What else we got here? God, if this were actually made by me and not some other random person who I don't even know and can't credit, I would totally use this. I would totally use this. We could just put another trans pride flag in. We got the "This Machine Kills Fascists" one. I don't know why there's a mermaid drawing in the middle of here, but here's a mermaid drawing. I think I saved it to the wrong directory. Whoops. Deal with that later. Okay, I have to be very, very careful not to click on this directory. Guess we could use, you know what? Let's just draw something in. Make it look like there's writing on it or something. That's the only 2 dudes that we have left on here, right? Yeah. Ow! Why would you do that? Hello, how's it going? It's just like generic pieces of paper. I don't know, newspaper clippings or something. Do they have newspapers in the year 5016 U? Who knows? Okay, back to the beer pong. Just gonna go at this in a very haphazard way. What they do have in the future is red solo cups. Apparently. Don't worry, we'll tone it down. It won't be as bright when we're done. I think we're going to take this entire section and just, like, dorken it a whole bunch, so... Nice messy brush over everything, and then kind of bring it back up a little bit for...
No, actually, it's gonna hurt like a motherfucker.
For some specific parts. Shoot, I screwed up the lines. Okay, there we go. Right. So now we'll add highlights on top of that. Subtle highlights. Whatever, this part of the drawing doesn't matter. Why am I doing this? Why am I spending so much time on this? Ah! Actually, it should probably be dark inside the thing to indicate that there's some fluid in there. I'm also gonna fill in that last corner here with darkness. I nursed a single dream, a memory. One I can't remember, and I'm not alone. From my suspended animation. It's kind of just like adding random like edge details to whatever the heck is there. And we got our little spill. We'll probably take off the text saying to do now. I think we're going to do another one that's above the lines to get some of the highlights in. Like that. Well, maybe we are going to finish this by end of stream. I don't know. Probably not. I think I still have to take some time to sit with it and really kind of like, you know, decide whether or not I consider it done. Because there's going to be a lot of little details and stuff I got to go over, but we'll see. I don't know if we're going to be doing this next art stream is what I'm saying. I might finish it off stream and just call it, but I don't know. We got a bunch of dents and dings in the table. It's a pretty beat up looking table. And then we'll go ahead and where's that to do? We might be done. I gotta wrap up stream anyway, but like, I don't know. I'm probably gonna, like I said, I'm probably gonna fix up a couple things. I might tweak like the lighting levels and stuff afterwards. We got this thing that goes over everything and makes it all like reddish. Ooh, maybe it looks better as blue. I kind of like the red though. Oh, it does look good with blue. I don't know. I just kind of gravitate towards the warmer colors. The only evolution of the red solo cup will be adapting it to zero gravity. That's true. Yeah. It's just the red solo cup is the carcinization of cups. It's the final form of it. All right, let's go ahead and get this exported for. Actually, you know what? Let's pretend like this is actually going to be the final deal here. Is that too big? Make this a little bit smaller. Let's look at this. There we go. Slap that watermark right on there. Oh, gotta hydrate. Thank you. Go ahead and save it. Export. Export is the best format in the universe, called WebP. Ow. Ow. Looking forward to drawing something else. Being totally real here. Do I use Nightshade? No, I don't. And that's mainly just because it doesn't, like, I haven't been able to get it working on Linux. Okay, so who are we gonna raid today? I think we'll raid... Because this is like the last stream where we pay the art tax, right? So we gotta raid an artist. I think we're gonna raid... I think we're gonna raid Carnatory. Alright, there is your raid message. Get that back in my board. Alright, well thank you everyone for joining me for another weekday morning art / dev stream. I really appreciate having you all here. You're all awesome and amazing. Hope to see you next time. Take it easy, take care, be kind, show compassion, show empathy, use containers, all the stuff, all the usual things. I will probably find something left to do in here that'll mean that this isn't the final version of it, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it's pretty close. It's pretty darn close. Whew, that took a long time to do. That took a long time to do. We spent like 2 months on this. We spent 2 months of morning art streams of 3 hours a day each weekday. Like, oh my god. All right, have a good one, everyone. Take care. Stay safe. Bye. Oh, I'm still streaming on YouTube, ain't I?